Potentially live. You're live. Yes, I'm live. Hello. Hello, 2 viewers. I really appreciate you for being here right from the start. That means a lot. Today, I made the executive decision because Kirby actually won the poll, but I made the executive decision that I want to play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands because, well, it's my channel. So I mean, yeah, I can switch to Kirby halfway through. I could do an hour of Kirby and an hour of Borderlands, whichever. How's it going, Rylan? And how's it going, Ado? Please tell me I can make more than one character. Yes, new game. Okay, lovely. Hello, Rylan. What's up? Everything's going good here as usual. So, well, so far everything's going good. So, yeah. Life is good. Ado's been sitting here waiting. So here's my first character. I'm going to create a new character for the stream, and then if I stream this further on, I'm going to play on that character, and then I'll have my own character in the background for review, so I can just power through and get a review done soon enough, just while we're sitting here waiting for the stream to properly start. Yes, Ado, this is the new Borderlands. It's called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and it's a Borderlands game, and how it's played, if you remember... Do you remember the DLC in Borderlands 2 called Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, and it was like you were playing a Dungeons & Dragons game and Tiny Tina was narrating it? So it's like that DLC, but it's the whole game. And I'll show you now like how you explore. So the levels are levels like Borderlands, but once you get into the overworld, it's like you're on a board, like a board game. So you're a character and it's the top-down view and you're exploring. And then you go to like an encounter, or you'll do a side quest or whatever. And all the classes are cool, like they're class to pardon the pun. But I just want to send out a tweet here. So 3 people from the start. That's very good. I thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to send out the tweet live now with some hashtag Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Come by for a chat. Send it into the Discord too. Discord. Live streams. There we go. So yeah, that's Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and very good, Rylan. That's Burnout Paradise is unbelievable. So we're gonna go into a new game. Now, I watched exactly one review of this game, and they said that if you're like half decent at these kind of games and you've played them a lot, start on intense because the balance difficulty is pretty easy. And yeah, we'll just let this cutscene play if anybody's interested. So we'll just let this play. One thing I noticed about the cutscenes is that they're very low resolution, like really low resolution.
A world forged by wonder and ruled by fate. The battle between these powers has raged since the beginning. Evil and good, villains and heroes, a vicious cycle endlessly repeated. Wonder is the power of a cruel, unpredictable god, but fate, there's one alone who can wield fate. One alone.
So Rylan, have you ever played
the Fate Maker? That's you.
Yeah, it's really low res, Ado, and I've no clue. Rylan, have you ever played Borderlands? I know Ado has because I've played them with him.
I wouldn't even blame you if you just laid down in a puddle and gave up.
Now on quality mode, the game, it doesn't look great. It's quite blurry off in the distance, and resolution mode is fine, but it runs at 30 FPS. I'm not playing a game like this in 30 FPS. It looks worse than Borderlands 3 from a technical standpoint so far. And Andy Samberg, if anyone's watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or what else is he in? He's obviously most famous for Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but he voices one of the characters. He voices the character with the long hair on the left there.
Oh yeah, same. It's going real good over here, blade-wise. We're coming for you, Dragon Lord.
But I don't understand. It's like, are these cutscenes rendered in like 1080p and then upscaled to 4K or something, because they're really low res?
Wow, you guys got here fast.
Like you said.
Which one do you prefer, Rylan, 1 or 2? Borderlands 2 is one of my favourite games ever made. Certainly in my top 5.
What about that one?
That's the newbie. It's their first adventure.
Well,
Oh, come on. Their figures
I'll take that.
fully painted.
Enough talk. We're here to stop you from taking the soul energy.
Fools! I've already absorbed all of the soul energy.
And there's your character there. So you're a blank slate. You actually get to do it. You actually get to create a character in this game, which is class.
More than usual. My skeleton armies will wash over the lands.
Looking bad. How do we win this?
We attack
Ah, thanks, Ada.
together.
I look like a robot. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Ada, how are you? Ada was sick. Rylan, if you're wondering. Poor Aiden has COVID, so have to look out for him.
But then, just as the heroes lose hope, they hear,
But Stallion.
yeah, and also like, you know, like a sparkly rainbow.
Tweet went out and everything. Yes, it did. Not like it's worth much. I don't really get much engagement on Twitter because I just don't use it. Like,
The most beautiful and perfect ruler in all the land.
oh, that's good, Ada.
What game are we playing here?
And if you're, well, it's only 6 minutes in, but if you would like to do me a favour and you enjoy the streams, then
And I
please give it a
think
like. It would be much appreciated.
So what I say, go! And I say there's a magical diamond buying a corn named Butt Stallion.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to skip it. Feck, that's when the characters actually come into it. So here's the classes. So we have the Stabomancer, who sneaky murder with focus on critical hits. So he'd obviously be good with snipers. The Clawbringer, Wyvern Tamer with focus on fire and lightning damage. He sounds pretty cool. Spell Shot, magic user with focus on constantly casting spells. Graveborn Soul Trap with focus on dealing damage in exchange for health. Oh, I love G-Man Lives Rylan. He's such a good reviewer. Spore Warden, he's the guy I'm playing on my by solo. He has that little fungus guy. And the Berserker. Focus on frost damage. I think it's between the Clawbringer and the Spell Shot. So what do I have? Spell Weaving. Casting a spell or reloading grants the Fate Maker stack of Spell Weaving. Increasing spell damage. Spell Weaving stacks. Yes. Polymorph. The Fate Maker magically turns into an enemy into a harmless skeep for a few seconds. Ambihextrous. The Fate Maker may equip a second spell in their inventory whenever the Fate Maker... Oh, that's cool. And the Clawbringer. The Fate Maker summons their hammer and hurls light... see, okay. See, so he's almost kind of like Thor. I think I'll go with the Spell Shot. I think the Spell Shot sounds pretty cool. So we're gonna start building the character here. And look, this is how they do... This is how they avoid any stuff with gender stuff. It's just this one or that one. So I'm gonna be that one. I'm gonna be tall. Tall enough. Gonna have a very large head. How's it going, folk? And we're gonna go...
What suits me?
We'll go Gruff B. And my pronouns are he, him. And we'll go with hardened skin colour. Do you know what? I might be like an orc or something. Do you know what? Feck it. Let's Ifrit, Dryad, Deep Ones, Cloudkin, Astral, Void Soul, Scales. Dryad I think looks pretty cool. It's Aiden. He's doing good though. No, I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. Well, not in a long time, in a couple of weeks. I got into it over Christmas and then stopped. We'll go with this haircut because we'll go with a big handlebar mustache. And we'll go with funky coloured hair. Red maybe? Is there like a blue I can do? No, okay, we'll go with red. So red coloured hair, and you can do all this like ear shape, different ear shape. You can make your left. Oh, so you can like I make my left ear bigger than my right ear because why not? I will at some point, do you know what? I don't want to spend too long here, so I'll just skip through this because I could literally be here all day. Don't really care what my character looks like because I will rarely see him. I'll change the armor decoration though. So tunic tone. Mad Motley. Stricken Lichen. Chainmail. And we'll go black and what will complement iron. And then we'll get that to match my hair. Is there like a closer red? Yeah, we'll go with that. Lovely. Presets. Oh, there's already presets. No, I don't want any presets. Yeah, so we'll just continue there. Oh, no, I definitely will. No, I do. I want to play it at some point because archetype, thick, nimble, nerd, pack rat, savvy. So I assume, like, intelligence, maybe. Okay, so let's see. What do we need? So we need dexterity, intelligence. Dexterity and intelligence is what I need, so I'll go back. This is a new for the Borderlands series. So we'll just go for that, I guess, raised by elves. And then we'll put dexterity and intelligence is what I need, so I assume we'll do that. And then we'll just do 5 and 5 in each. Oh no, I did my maths wrong, and we will call this character. Oh, we're calling him Newbie. Yeah, it is. It's a Borderlands game. I don't fully understand why they didn't make it like call it Borderlands. Like I don't know why they didn't call it Borderlands Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. There's Andy Samberg. But if you play Borderlands, there's Tiny Tina. If you play Borderlands 2 or 3.
My bad, I left off a 0.
Okay, no plan. Fred and Valentine can't be trusted with pencils, let alone dice. So it is up to you, newbie. You are the fate maker. And these fools shall be thine
4 people, hello!
advisors, I guess.
Fine.
Hello, people.
I advise
Just started the character there.
badass.
We're playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. There's Andy Samberg.
As a role model, follow my lead and you'll be a great fate maker.
All right, one last thing.
Yes, Fo, it is in the Borderlands universe, but it's like it's played from the perspective as you are playing a Dungeons and Dragons, and it's called in Borderlands. It's called Bunkers and Badasses.
I'm looking to find some coin.
Oh, that's really cool, Rylan. What games did you get with it?
So be it.
I think is Breath of the Wild is probably very, very expensive for the Wii U now, is it?
Prepare to enter a world of fantasy.
I don't see anything.
You gotta imagine it, knucklehead.
Just close your eyes and wonder.
Now, Fo, they're really, especially if you have a friend or two to play with, they're really fun games. So look, I just want to show you, okay? Just for now.
Far to be here.
Obviously, this is going to be artifacted and shit because it's a live stream. It's not going to look great, okay? But look, this is in quality mode, okay? Look at how blurry it is off in the distance. See,
You must find his
it
tomb.
looks pretty bad. And then if you put it into resolution mode, oh, restart is required. Okay, well, that's that done. I won't be doing that. But it doesn't like it really doesn't look great in a.
Here's a little cheat sheet to track
Sorry, I just ate. I just made a curry and it was spicy, so I'll probably be hiccuping and burping a bit. I'll try keep it low, but I'll probably keep starting and stopping my sentences. So I've played like 2 hours of this by myself on my own character. I'm gonna keep this character solely for streams if people are interested in seeing more than one stream. Either way, I like to play all the Borderlands games with like pretty much every character, so
It seems to call to you. The Queen's magic enters you through the
yeah, well they're definitely worth playing. Fo, it's one of my favourite series ever made.
you know have magic
Also a very influential series.
Queen, but
And I made a video on it, and not many people agreed that it was influential, but I think if Borderlands wasn't around, Destiny wouldn't be around, and Division wouldn't be around.
Identified tree.
It's a species called Juncus tutorialis. And weirdly, it
Just give it, just wait until I pick up a gun, Ado, and then you'll realise that it is very Borderlands. It obviously has a different style, because it's a, like, fantasy game. But look, the melee weapons are kind of a bit more important now. So there's like different types of melee weapons, and now it's still you just click in to attack. There's no like
covered over.
out and out like you can equip a melee weapon, or not that I know of so far.
Continue through
But they play a bigger role in the game. They actually have stats now, which is good.
maker knows when to stand tall and when to crouch.
Yeah, work them sweet moves. And if you get a running start and crouch, you'll slide around like a cool action hero. Another waystone guides your path, but reaching it will mean going through a pack of
There, like, look off there. Like, it really doesn't look that great. And, like, I only played Borderlands 3 on the PlayStation 5, like,
There's no pin G.
how long ago? When did I upload that video? September? So, like, it's not like it's... I'm far removed from playing Borderlands. I know what Borderlands 1 looks like.
Luckily, they were carrying their life savings for some reason. All yours now.
I think we killed everything.
But it feels very Borderlands. And this is where we see just how Borderlands it looks. No, it's not 120 FPS. This, I should hope it was 120 FPS, judging by how the game looks, like, with the render distance and stuff. Like, look, I understand, like, pop-in is going to happen, but that's pretty bad over there. But especially, like, this is a PlayStation 5, but it's 60 FPS. I would have liked a 120 FPS mode. But the game... I think the game, like, imagine if you have all the different particle effects and all going at once, like, 120 FPS probably isn't viable, but I could be wrong.
Rises beneath you. From here, you can spy a quaint little village nestled in the bodacious bosom of the
But this is the first taste of combat down here.
ancient castle lurks.
Quality mode seems, I'm not sure, Fo, if it's a variable frame rate, like an uncapped, and it might run at like 40 and drop down to 30, and maybe at some points run at 60. But it's definitely not solid 60. I know that for a fact. And this gun has a 2 or a 4 round burst. I have a question, like, does anybody watch these streams on their desktop? I could just check. I think I could just check the statistics on that, but yeah, Justin, I'm sorry. Kirby won the he won the poll, but I was just sitting there. I was like, nah, I want to play Borderlands, so I made the executive decision. I will stream Kirby at one stage, maybe. But I'm gonna do a review on it, but I haven't touched the game yet.
Ooh, you found a ward. That's like a magical shield above your health. Pretty sweet.
I own Sonic All-Stars Rise to Transform. That's a great game. I did own Yoshi's Woolly World and Nintendo Land, but he didn't work, so I returned them to the pawn shop where I got them. That's one thing we don't really like. There's a few.
Uh-oh, a rock slide.
There's a
Way
few.
to the village.
There's a few pawn shops. Maybe they're more like charity shops. I can't actually think of a pawn shop around me. I'm not sure if that's an American thing or not.
Possible.
Haha, democracy is dead. Yes, it is. I am the dictator. What I say goes.
I never lost hope.
Ahead, you hear the
Justin, have you actually ever played a Borderlands game since I've come to the Switch by any chance?
village is already
Have you on my
ransacked
laptop?
and crawling with
Me and you should start one. Start a pawn shop. Yes, Ado, we can. That's actually it's kind of a like that is one thing I've found about streaming is like Ado, you saying there like me and you should start one. I had already moved on to the next point, so then I had to like stop myself. I was like, what was he talking about there? And then you have to like rejig your memory like. And what does the quality look like, Ado, on your TV? And Justin, what does the quality look like on your laptop? Because I always get this thing saying my stream's bitrate is lower, and I can change that in the settings, but I'm not sure if I really need to, because if I can keep the stream smooth and not like stopping and all that, I'd rather that than have higher quality because by the whatchamacallit, where was I going with that? I don't know.
a single villager
The stream is rough enough.
in the carnage.
Alright.
She look bad, baby. She looks like
Okay.
she's up to die.
And are you running this at max? Are you... Last Mario stream was high quality. Okay. What are you, I have been having internet issues today.
20 sides of the world. You floated like a leaf upon the Wibblesard winds. You spoke the banishing words at Holgren's Pass. Just because you've retired to this anonymous village doesn't mean you've lost your magic.
Okay, alright, wait. Can I change the bitrate?
Maybe the rest will come back too.
Can I change the bitrate as in the middle of a stream? This very well could break the stream. No, we want 4,500, not 45,000. Okay, we'll apply that. Okay. Now, there, I've upped the bitrate. 1080p looks 360. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, there, I upped the bitrate to 4,500. That's what YouTube recommends. How does that look? We'll start moving around here. Looks good. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. 5 people, wow. This has been great. I really appreciate all the support on the streams. It's really nice. It's really fun. Streaming is very, very fun. A portion of all increases. What? A portion of all increases the Fate Maker receives the spell damage. Oh. Okay. We go spell critical hit chance. I think 1080p, 60 FPS. I would use 5. But what you have it at is good. Well, I could 1080p 60, 5,000. I could up it to 5,000. I'll up it a bit more. So I'll go 5,500, okay? And let me know if the stream chugs or blah blah blah. And if it chugs, I'll drop it down another 500 and we'll just. Yeah, Edo, that was some really bad writing there. They need a professional writer like myself. I'm hardly a professional writer, but yeah, so just I upped that to 5,500, so we'll let that run through. Let me know what you think. How does it run? And there's no chugging or any crap like that, then we'll keep with that. I didn't realise that the stream quality was that bad. See, I assume a lot of people watching on phones, so maybe if you're watching on a phone, you wouldn't really notice. I need a hero. Just thought I'd tell everyone. I made a very nice curry for dinner. And now it looks like Borderlands. Okay. But, can you... Okay, wait. Now that the stream quality's a bit better, can you understand what I mean by off into this? Maybe I was being a bit harsh on it earlier now that I think about it. Oh, wait. Do I not have a load of, like, cool DLC shit? Looks great now. I had fish pie. I made a delicious curry. If anyone wants to know how to make a delicious curry. Oh, you're a vegetarian, so. Will I get a load of shit in my inventory now? Oh my god. Yes, I will. I will pick that up. But all Borderlands games do that. You start off and they just give you an absolute monstrosity of a weapon if you do the DLC. 6 people. Hello! This is great. So maybe my executive decision of streaming... Okay, let's check out... So, I'll try to explain what this game does now. So, there's no grenades in this game. Like, oh, look at him! He's a sheep! So, there's no grenades in this game now because obviously it's fantasy. So instead, you have magic spells, which are L1, and every class has that. And then the R1 is a skill that, you know, your class skill. And they seem to have some like really unique effects on the skills. But like as you can see, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty here, and it's maybe it might get a bit harder. Well, as I started to get a bit further into it earlier, it was getting a bit harder. I died like twice. Well, I went down. I revived myself, but I don't really like this weapon, to be honest. But I love Borderlands so much. Just the thought, the thoughts of fish pie is just disgusting because it just smells so bad. Literally like the smelliest food you can ever make. What bitrate do I record at? Don't know, folk. Because if I'm recording... Now, for quality-wise, it's not the best. But for convenience, if I'm playing a PlayStation game, I record it on the PlayStation. Quality isn't amazing, but it's very convenient and it keeps the file sizes really, really short. And then... Or really small. Oh, I didn't get this on my first. Oh, I didn't get that on my first one. And then... When it comes to recording Switch gameplay, I have to use my capture card. Don't know what I record in. But it's good enough for Game Explained, so if it's good enough for a professional 1 million subscriber channel, then I assume it's, you know, it's grand.
Maybe after this quest, I could be the bunker master. I've been working on a campaign. It's got orcs and kissing.
Lads, this is a PG stream. I'll get you banned. So I bought this game earlier. I requested a code on my channel. Now, I'm not complaining. Look, you know, I've gotten plenty of free games. And you're never entitled to a code. But I requested this code for my own channel. I didn't get it. It got rejected. And then we requested one through Game Explain. And I bought the... I went out and bought the game this morning because I assumed they weren't sending a code. And then at like 5 o'clock, it's like, yeah, we got a code. So, yeah, I wasted €60. Well, I didn't waste. Could have saved myself €60. Hello, Darius. I really appreciate that. And I saw you say you found my my TikTok, and I should really upload on TikTok more because it does seem to be a good way to grow your channel. I'm starting to like do a lot of research on growing a channel, so it's quite a lot to it, and using TikTok will be a good idea. Return the game. Nah. I could, but you can't return it. I could trade it in, but I mean, at this stage, I already own it. Plus, you know, I like to have a few physical games in my collection, and a Borderlands game is always one that I want to keep. My whole, like, philosophy on keeping physical games is that I keep the games that's, like, I will want to play, or I will want to show my future kids. And a Borderlands game is always going to be that. Yeah, you can. You can, foe. I had a few, like, shorts and stuff that kind of popped off, but I kind of... My strategy with shorts was wrong. I was making, like, content that wasn't similar to my own content, so bringing shorts viewers, like, viewing, like, top 3, like, co-op games to play, that's going to be hard to bring them over to my channel, because I do reviews and stuff. So what I should have done was a load of short reviews, or shorten my reviews and upload them to TikTok, and then that would have been a way to bring them over. So maybe at some point I'll do that, but my biggest issue with this game so far is that the UI is really big, and I couldn't find the UI scaling thing in the menu, which is weird because pretty sure every single other Borderlands game has had that in it.
Being a duchess sucks. My servants suck. And prophecies? I spit upon prophecies. Tuh. That was me spitting. Because they suck. For 6 generations, my family... You hear a rumble and a booming laugh that seems to come from all around.
Yeah, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I do actually like my quickfire reviews. Just a copy a few. Yeah, I'll do the WAP dance. I should put that as a Patreon tier. Give me 500 quid a month and I'll do the WAP dance. Ado, would you, if that was a tier, would you subscribe to my Patreon at $500 a month if you could see me do the WAP dance? Or you can pay me 500 quid not to do the WAP dance, whichever one you want. I don't really mind. I'm not fussy. Money is money. I just want Raid Shadow Legends to sponsor my channel. Here's a question, okay? Obviously, we'll never actually find this answer out, okay? But so obviously I'll never be able to disclose how much I got paid, but imagine, for argument's sake, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends approached me and said, Adam, we will give you €5,000 for promoting our game at the start of your newest video. What would you think of me if I took that? Because that's the only thing that would stop me from taking it, is how people would view my, like, kind of, like, reputation as a reviewer / game talker person on YouTube. Because $5,000, I mean, like, everyone has a price. I don't like Raid Shadow Legends. Or, well, I've never played Raid Shadow Legends, should I say, but it's probably shit.
Boss fight! I got a special figurine for this guy. 1 second.
Like 5,000. Yeah, like, I'd have to do it, surely. Like, that's literally money to build a fucking dream setup. Like, I could buy a great camera, great lights, I could buy a really good background, I could buy... Yeah, you could just buy so much with that. So, that is a tough L situation to be put in if I ever did get put in it.
I'm not trembling. I'm trembling.
Kick his ass, Snoopy.
See, but, like, do you think... Oh, yeah, I will. Yeah, this stream. I'll have to delete this stream. But, like, do you not think, would people... Like, I don't know, would you not feel a bit different? Now, I personally wouldn't. If I was watching a YouTuber and they did it, I'd be like, look, they took the money. Like, who's going to turn down $5,000? But, like, would you not feel a bit weird, like, kind of, oh yeah, I either like this guy, like, I like watching this lad for his opinions on games, and then, like, all of a sudden, oh, he took a fucking review for Raid Shadow Legends, or he sponsored Raid Shadow Legends, saying how good it is, and then it's like, you know he doesn't think it's good. So then can you trust his opinion afterwards, or... Now, I wouldn't care if a YouTuber I watched did it. It's like, money is money, like, you can't turn down that money. Can I just say, this is the perfect amount of people in a stream from what I've had. It's like a nice amount of... it's a nice amount of people to keep up with chat. Any more than this, and I can't. It would depend on the ad. Well, I assume if you watch any Raid Shadow Legends ads on YouTube, they're all pretty much the same, so I'd assume they give you a script. And they might be like, oh, you can change this word, you can change this word. But, like, I'm pretty sure, Ado, that, like, from what I can remember hearing Raid Shadow Legends, like, Raid Shadow Legends is a great new MMO that, you know, you get all these characters, and I have this character, and he's so cool. Yeah, well, Darius, I'm currently researching to buy a better camera and better lights, and I'm moving out soon, so in the next couple of months, so I'll have an actual room as a setup, so I'll be able to stand up and record my videos standing up, so I can actually, you know, be a bit more animated than just sitting in a chair. So I'm hoping to have the camera and lights in the next, like, month. That would be ideal, but the camera's like 500. Like I went into a camera shop and I asked the guy, he was like, look, I have a YouTube channel, I explained everything about it. I was like, this is what I do. What do I need for it? What's the minimum I can do? Because I need a camera that has a flip out viewfinder so I can obviously see what's going on. And he was like, look, here's the cheapest one we do. And it also needs a mic in as well, like a 3.5mm jack. So, yeah. He was like, yeah, here's the cheapest one, 500 quid. Well, 489 I think was the actual one. I was like, oh my god. So it'll be a while before I save up for that. But it's really going to... No, well, Fo, this was a camera shop on Grafton Street in Dublin. And the camera was 489, and I looked it up everywhere else. It's 480 to 500 on every other website, even like Curry's PC World and all that. So that just seems to be the going price for it. And then I need lights. The fucking Elgato key lights seem to be like the best ones just for compatibility and usability. Like they have apps and they're easy to move around, blah blah blah. They're more expensive, but I think I'm better off just buying them, and so I have them rather than like cheaping out and say spending 60 quid on each light instead of 120. And also, so this is what the open world looks like. Yeah, I was looking, Darius, at some of the cameras. It's fucking crazy. This is like... This was like a... whatchamacallit. This was a bridge camera, so it doesn't have a lens on it. Or like, it has a built-in lens. Yeah, that's... Ado, that is exactly what your man in the shop told me. And Darius, do I have another a normal job? My dad is a plumber, and I do the office work for him. So that's like my... job, and then I freelance for Game Explain, which is nice bit of money, and then the channel isn't earning money right now, but I'm hoping to be monetized in the next couple of months. And yeah, I'm doing a lot of research on how to grow the channel. I'm watching, you know, a lot of YouTubers who know shit about it, so I hope I will I hope soon enough I'll hit a growth spurt. That's my plan. Yeah, I do pay your wages, Ado. Logitech C920, that is that's the camera I use now. It's the camera I'm using right now. But it's not great quality for the videos, so like if you look at this, I'm gonna put this full screen now. Like how does that look? See, it's quite, you can see my hand is quite blurry when I move it. The frame rate isn't great. So it's not amazing. It does the trick, and it's grand for streaming because it's so small. You don't need anything fancy for streaming, but I need something a bit better. So my plan is I'm definitely buying the lights 100%, and I'm going to see what the lights are like with the camera, with my camcorder or my webcam, and then see if I can then, if the lights will improve it so much that it will be like, all right, I can hold off for another couple of months and then save and then buy a good, like a really good camera. Well, not a really good camera. I'll be buying that camera either way, but buy that camera and then, like, you know, not have all the fucking savings gone, like, you know. Yeah, the lights will, well, you know, that's what they always say. Like, you can turn a 100 quid camera into a 400 quid camera with better lights. So that's my next port, or that's the first port to call. So as you can see with the game here, there's like encounters in the world, and they're like these just, you know, you load into an arena and you fight and you have to kill all the enemies and then you load back out. But then there's like also full levels. So it's actually a really nice mix. I really enjoy how the game is structured, because I felt the last Borderlands was kind of getting slightly like, you know, I still love Borderlands, but I was like, oh yeah, I think it's starting to outstay its welcome slightly. But yeah, so far that's, yeah, new lights is the number one. I'm gonna buy 2 Elgato key lights. Well, Darius, I'll never forget you. It is like, I wonder, like, I seriously wonder, like, how, because like I can remember a lot of people. Like I usually have a good memory for faces and names and pictures and stuff, so that helps me. But like, I can remember so many people who like have supported my channel. So like, yeah, I just wonder, like, how do, like, is it easy to forget people? Because like, I know Rylan, I know, well, Darius is new, but I know you, obviously. Darius Ado is my cousin, so I can't really forget him, unfortunately. I know Fo, I know all the guys in the Discord, and then there's a few others that have commented over like the past 2 years that I can still remember. Name everyone I've ever met. No. Because... Not because I can't remember Ado. I can remember absolutely every single person I met, but I just don't want to reveal their their identity, you know? In case you don't want to be named on a public platform. Well, Darius, when I get my... When I inevitably buy my Tesla, because that's what every YouTuber does, I'll get everyone, all the early people's names engraved on the back of the car. Yeah, Alex, you have been here for a very long time.
His name is Dimitri Papadopoulos, and these are his cousins from out of state.
And why are they ticking?
I'm so glad you asked because they are also moms.
Great.
Can I? That's actually like,
Dimitri.
yeah. Alex has been here for quite some time. Were you my first sub, Ada? It's crazy how long it takes to grow a YouTube channel. It's absolutely ridiculous. Get every one of us a Tesla. Look. That's a lot of money. I would literally have to be Mr. Beast rich to be able to do that. And I've never seen a reviewer. Like, I know I'm kind of like a hybrid. I'm not a full reviewer. Like, I'm not like Skill Up or ACG. Like, I'm not a full-on reviewer. I'm more kind of like, almost like a beat-em-ups kind of person. Like, where I do reviews, but I also kind of do like other types of videos. But yeah, there's no one in this sort of space, the kind of channel that I'm going for, that's even close to Mr. Beast. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to buy his Teslas ever. I can't tell if my character's voice is English or Irish. Maybe that's what it sounds like when Americans call Irish people English. Yeah, it's neat. Well, it's not super niche. Like, it is one of the biggest niches on YouTube, but it's nowhere near what Mr. Beast does. Like in kind of universalness. I don't know what word is what. But like, if you look at, you should become... No toxicity. I have two... I only really have one thing, got like one kind of rule for my channel. And it's... two. I don't want any negativity bullcrap. I deliberately stay away from it because I'm just... You know, it's just not worth it. And secondly, I also just like to find the fun in games. That's all. That's all I want to do. I don't want to... Like, I like to analyze games, you know, stuff like that, but I still, at the end of the day, this channel is find the fun in games. That's what it's all about. And that's why I can make a video on Balan Wonderworld and saying, like, you know, like, I can find it. Like, I found the good in Balan Wonderworld. Like, I gave it a chance. I couldn't find the good in what's that game? I've forgotten the name already. Babylon's Fall. That game's just bad. Could not find the fun in that for the life of me. Want to sort through my inventory here. I know a YouTuber owns a Tesla and he was asked by Tesla to tweet about it for money. About the tweet got so much clicks and he was able to buy another Tesla. Wow. Well, maybe if I can get that success and then compound it 7 times and then I can buy his all Teslas. Well, I've already started with the faces, Fo. I'm telling you now, I don't care. I don't care. Like, everyone, like, I'm sure, you know, there's some people like, oh, look at this fecker with his faces in his thumbnails with it. I haven't exactly done the proper shocked face, but it works. There's a reason. I've been, obviously, as I said, I've been doing loads of research on how to grow a YouTube channel. And the number one thing that everyone says is, there's a reason why big channels do the things that they do. So there's a reason why there's always faces in the thumbnail. So, yeah, that's why I put my face in the thumbnail, and it works for click-through rate without a shadow of a doubt. Plus, I'm beautiful. I mean, who wouldn't click on it? And self-praise is the best kind of praise, as I've heard before. Does this polymorph creature blow up or something? I did know that the Nintendo Switch has folders, Rylan. I haven't actually used the folders yet, but it's a nice addition, but they're not implemented the way I was hoping they'd be implemented, because you still have to go into your all software. They're not just on the dashboard, which is a shame. Leave it up to Nintendo to finally introduce something like that and then not do it right.
Another notch, not going to show.
My final name, my last name is Connor. I have it. It's public. Like that's my name on Twitter and all that, and Discord. I mean, I hope no one can do anything creepy with that information, but it's the internet, so I'm sure someone can find something. It's because you're a big noob, Ada. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in there. Ah, sure, feck it. I'll just fight the enemies. Why not? I actually really like this, how this is set up, the way, like, if you just want to go and fight enemies in an arena, you can. I mean, PlayStation 5 still doesn't have folders. Ooh. Oh, that was a trap. Did YouTube hide my last message? I saw the red arrows part. That's why that's why I started talking about the faces. That's where my brain went. That's my elf character in Dungeons. What? Oh. Wait, what? No, Ado, sorry, I lost you. Okay, so far I really do not. I don't like this character's action skill, the polymorph thing, but.
Ready to cast. Well, don't I feel accomplished?
No, it's not Adzi. My first name is Adam. And funny enough, not that many people actually call me Adzi. It's just a nickname that, funnily enough, Ado's dad gave me. So I can thank Ado's dad for that nickname. He just started calling me Adzi, and yeah, kind of stuck. My family kind of call me Adzi, but no, like anyone else, like friends or anything, never called me Adzi. It's just always been my It's just been my PlayStation name. So Adzi, and it's also a nice, like, it's an easy name to read and spell. So it actually worked out probably quite well for like a YouTube name. So, yeah, that's where that came from. It's weird because everyone in, like, the Discord and stuff, you all call me Adzi, but very few people call me Adzi. Like, my brother calls me Adzi, my dad, Ado, and, like, a few of my cousins and uncles, and that's it. Not that many people actually call me it. I said boobs in the thumbnail, use the way to get clicked. Yeah, it must be. That's really weird. Why is that censored? I don't have any of them, like, I have no, like, settings turned on or anything. Ah. I don't know where my second name is American because it's spelled weirdly. I have two first names, as everyone tells me, and I have to spell my second name every time someone asks me for it.
Her coruscating majesty, Queen Butstep, has long protected the Wonderlands with the soul magic she imbues into the land itself. But such a precious role requires guarding as well, as proven by the terrible events of Dragon. And so, the Queen founded a new...
8 people, Jesus. I wonder how I would have been doing if I streamed Kirby. But once again, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a like. Whatever that means. Would mean a lot. I think the loot in this is a lot less prominent than in Borderlands 3. I think they kind of went a bit too far with Borderlands 3 at points. What's your favourite Borderlands? Borderlands 2 is my favourite. Pure nostalgia reasons. I think Borderlands 3 is a better game. Well, I don't know. I think, well, Borderlands 2 has the better villain. Borderlands 3 is the better gameplay. Borderlands 2 probably has better loot just because I think Borderlands 3 kind of pushed the boat out a bit too far and just gave you too much good loot. So kind of cheapened it. But I think overall Borderlands 3 has better DLC. like if you were to take all, like the average of all the DLC packs, I think Borderlands 3 has better DLC. But Borderlands 2 has a better DLC pack in Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. So it's a tough question, but Borderlands 2 because of nostalgia reasons. I have a lot of nostalgia for Borderlands 1, but I think that game, it's obviously quite dated now. It's still like fun, like it's fun to play, but it's like it is quite basic. It's obviously was more like a proof of concept for this kind of genre, since this was, I would like to say that it was the first ever FPS looter shooter.
Oh, I blame you for trying.
God, these are actually really good ways to get loot. Because you get a chest at the end. I need to get the fucking shop, do you know that? Oh no, oh this is a double encounter. I should know this, I only played this like 2 hours ago. I keep reloading, but this weapon has so much ammo that I really should not be loading. I haven't played Borderlands 3 yet. I will when I get a chance. Yeah, it's Ryland, whatever you do, I'd probably wait until you get a PS5 or you have like a PC, because even on PS4 Pro, Borderlands 3 does not run very well, and the menus are really, really slow. And you're in the menus a lot. Like if you look how fast the menus are here. Like they change so quickly, and it's the same with Borderlands 3 on the PlayStation 5. But even on the PlayStation 4 Pro, like I made a video yonks ago about the game when it first came out. And yeah, that was one of my main complaints with the game, was that the menus were just so slow, and it really, really hindered the game. God, them polymorph creatures have quite a bit of health. You don't need to be good at games to be a streamer, I guess. I mean, the only game that I'm like really, really good at is Rocket League. So it's also just kind of hard to, like, I don't know. It's really hard when you've never done it before to play a game properly and also talk at the same time. It's very difficult. Ah, well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Darius. My head is inflating. My ego is growing. Keep giving me compliments. What are your opinions on the early game enemies? Ado, honestly, from the first 2 hours, the game is the early game enemies, there's not that much variety. I'll say that about the game. We'll wait and see what it's like at the end. Haven't really gotten to any games I've played over the last month, unfortunately. I'm certain Majora's Mask a few days. What, are you starting the 3DS version, Alex, or are you playing on the Nintendo Switch Online? And yeah, Alex, I haven't gotten into like a rut with games in a while, especially since the channel. Like I'm trying to grow the channel, so you kind of have, well, not that I'm forcing myself to play games, but like you want to stay up to date and keep playing games so you can make content. Last time I was in like a rut where no games were clicking with me was 2016. Yeah, Fo, there's some crazy good games in that bundle. It's unbelievable. Yeah, well, I personally prefer the 3DS version, Alex. Not everyone does so. It does change certain parts of the game, but it just makes it slightly more accessible, and I would recommend playing that game with a guide for the first time. I know it's probably a bit of a cop-out to say a game needs a guide, but it makes the game a lot more enjoyable because everything's so time-sensitive. Because a lot of the enjoyment is kind of 100%. A lot of the enjoyment is like going for the 100% completion, and like you physically, like that game is designed a way so that like it's very difficult to fully understand what's going on without a guide, and like do all the side quests, should I say. It's not a hard game to understand, I just mean to get to do all the side quests, like, you do need a guide. That's good. Let's keep it ground till you become Conor McGregor. And I punch an old man in a pub, and then boy, like Conor McGregor is like funny. I don't really like him that much, okay? But like just that story where he went to do a pub in Ireland, punched an old man because he said his whiskey was shit, and then, you know, somehow didn't get put in jail or anything, and then he bought the pub and banned your man from going to the pub. Like, it's funny, but it's like it's funny when you say it like that, but like, Jesus Christ, he's fucking unhinged. And I think there was a video of him like in his Bentley, absolutely baiting it down the motorway, speeding while the police chased him earlier on today, or like recently. And the problem is, he could have been such a good role model for, like, he's from inner city Dublin, like he's from like a poor area, like where there's obviously lots of bad shit going on, and he obviously got out of it and made a very good living for himself. Like, I mean, fair play to him. But like, he could have been such a good role model for other people who grew up in the inner city, and now he's like turning in, like, he's, yeah, it's just a shame. Like, maybe he'll see this clip. Maybe he'll see this clip and start berating me, like, but yeah, Adgy Gaming, fuck you, pal. What you gonna do about it? But like, I mean, I'd fight. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I was gonna say I'd fight Conor McGregor. I wouldn't. I'd literally get my head knocked off my shoulders in about 1 second. But I'm a loving or a fighter. I'm a fucking gamer. Like, I can't fucking fight. I'll fight him. I'll play him in Rocket League. I'll play him in Rocket League any day and I'll fucking whoop his arse. See, I don't think guides ruin games back in the day. They even went so far as giving strategy guides for the game. Yeah, so, but Alex, yeah, play with a guide, seriously. Some of the side quests are really good. And just the tone of the game, the music. Oh, I fucking love that game. I need to play it again. I haven't played it since like 2016, I think. I might play it on the Switch online, maybe. One v one him. Oh yeah, fucking. Oh, you could actually, do you know what? I could challenge him to UFC. I could learn the ins and outs of the UFC game. Yeah, he is a really bad role model, unfortunately. Because like, there's videos of Conor McGregor when he was only starting out, an interview, and he was like, you know, he was talking. Firstly, his accent has changed. He's gone to some like dialect coach or something to change his accent to like. I don't know what the purpose of it was, but he definitely changed his accent. But anyway, he, like, there's a video, I was like, look, I'm going to be the best fighter. I'm going to be the best fighter in the UFC. I'm going to make a living for myself. I'm going to buy me mum a house. I'm going to do all this and blah, blah, blah. And he did it, and I was like, fair play. But, like, just don't be an arsehole and, like, just, you know, you have a lot of people looking up to you. He was a plumber like your dad. Yes, he was. Aiden's also a plumber. Now, that would be a video to bring in Raid Shadow Legends. I fought Conor McGregor in UFC. And then I'd send that idea to Raid Shadow Legends. And then I'd be like, look, Conor McGregor's in this. Sponsor me for 20,000. There you go. And then I'd be minted. That's enough money. That's all I want. That's all I need. And that's a way to show real. Only guide I got was AC Revelations, but I didn't really use it. He's extra Dublin now. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on Wii U sounds kind of cool. Yeah, Rylan, I really like the idea of shooters on Nintendo consoles. I'd love if they brought out like COD 4 on the Switch because I play it so much.
Though his armor is scarred by 100 battles, his honor is untarnished. It's Paladin Mike!
Let's talk to Paladin Mike. This person sounds like the voice actor or actress, I don't know who, for Lorelei from Borderlands 3. Okay, we'll put more skills in. I have a few stats as well. I really like that there's stats. I don't know really exactly how much they actually affect it, but I haven't touched... That's quite impressive, Alex. I haven't touched Halo Infinite in months now. I'm just waiting for the co-op campaign, so me and Ado could play it. Because that, like, the campaign I was enjoying, but, like, it was more just, it was fun, you know? And, yeah, it was just kind of fun, and that was it. The campaign, so it would be really fun if you could play it in co-op. You can emulate Wii Remote and COD on PC. Yeah, I've seen videos like that. So I actually watched the video. It's Good Vibes Game, and it was your man John Cartwright. He made a video, and it was looking back at Valve ports on consoles. And all the Valve ports on consoles on PlayStation 3 had fucking PS Move support. So you had the Navi controller and the PS Move, and you could play CSGO, or was it CSGO or was it just Counter-Strike? I forget which Counter-Strike. I think it was CSGO. You could play CSGO with like a Wii Remote and Nunchuk, basically, obviously the PlayStation Move versions, and you could play Portal. And I never realised this. They released DLC exclusive to the PlayStation Move for Portal, which is crazy. I bought a PlayStation Move on launch for Sports Champions. Sports Champions was actually fun. Yeah, they need to just, like, it's a live service game, but it's like all they're updating it with is like a few modes. A few, like, oh yeah, we'll add in playlists. Like, oh, fair play to you, added in playlists. They should have been from the start. Like, it's ridiculous that there's, like, after, like, the initial hype had died down, like, I played it loads when it first, Halo Infinite, that's what I'm talking about. I played it loads when it first came out, and then eventually, like, after, like, 2 weeks, I was like, oh, this game needs more maps. It would have been better if it launched with more maps. But I wonder, was there a lot of pressure on 343 from Microsoft to say, look, we want to get this game out? Because didn't it come out around, like, the Halo 20th anniversary? So maybe there was, like, pressure for it to release then. And, like, Forge Mode, I don't really know much about Forge Mode, but I've heard Chris Raygun, who's a big Halo fan, talk about, like, how it's ridiculous that Forge Mode isn't there. And then, like, the co-op campaign isn't there. Like, the game is unfinished. Which is a shame. It's a shame because the core of the game is so fun. Was that a Lord of the Rings reference there? He was like, looks like something is back on the menu. Adzi, I got Sports Champions as well. I just remember Little Big Planet. Yeah, I remember Little Big Planet had options for Move. And then there was that PlayStation Move Heroes or something. I never played that. I can't really think of any other games I played on PlayStation Move because it was quite short-lived. Let's see. Adzi, we should do a crossbar challenge but kick consoles and controllers to make it fit with your channel. We need steel-toe boots, Ado, so if you have a lot of steel-toe boots, I will do it. Jesus, this weapon deals feckin' no damage whatsoever. Act-Man, no, I've never heard of Act-Man. Crossbar challenge with Kirby and Donkey Kong bongos. Are Donkey Kong bongos expensive now? I've never used them, and I'd love to use them. Yeah, it was a Lord of the Rings thing, yeah. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys! Haven't watched them films in ages. I used to watch them every year, but then I stopped. Haven't watched them in like 4 years now or something.
Okay, so Paladin Mike isn't mine, but I met this cool nerdy barista on the EchoNet, and they said I could use their B&B character if I wanted, and I was like, hell yeah! And they were like, chop, governor! And I was like, ooh, I'm stealing that accent too.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the Cuphead. I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to watch the Cuphead show on Netflix. Did you know, Alex, that was actually... I'm not sure if it was fully animated in Kilkenny, but there's a... I think, are they called Lightroom or something like that? There's an animation studio in Kilkenny, and that's... I'm not sure if they fully did the animation or they were just like an outsourced studio, but they worked on that, which is really cool. Yeah, you know, what else are you supposed to do when you have COVID? Solo, Rogue One, and about 40 episodes of Clone Wars. I want to watch the Clone Wars too, and Solo is a pretty decent film. Now, again, I don't know much about films, so don't listen to my opinion. I don't trust my opinion on films. But Solo was a decent film, but Rogue One is probably maybe the best Star Wars film. I absolutely love Rogue One. And it was like, and for a while, I always thought, like, obviously, I'm not really confident in my opinion on movies. Like, obviously I'll talk about it because I don't really care. But, like, I remember I was thinking, like, Rogue One, like, I love that. And does everyone else love it? Because I didn't think they did. And then I was listening to Sacred Symbols, and Colin Moriarty was like, oh yeah, Rogue One is probably my favourite Star Wars film. And then I was like, oh, maybe I was actually kind of, maybe I'm not completely, like, fucking missing the ball by thinking that. Actually, here's a question for everybody while we're on the topic of Star Wars. I watched a few episodes of Clone Wars back in the day. When it first came out, I think, and it was on like Cartoon Network or something like that, but I never like properly got into it. I would like to watch it. What's everyone's favourite Star Wars game? There's a question. Oh, look at this! No, I really like the characters in Rogue One. Oh no, is this game gonna crash? Little Big Planet 2 is my favourite PlayStation 3 game. Ooh, what's my favourite PlayStation 3 game? Little Big Planet is definitely up there. I have a lot of nostalgia for Little Big Planet. Ooh, that's a very tough question. Oh god, why does this game keep freezing? I've never played Force Unleashed, unfortunately. I've always wanted to. But they're releasing the Wii version for the Switch in April, and I'm hoping I will. I'm hoping to get a code so I can review it. But yes. Yeah, Rogue One explained a massive plot hole. Like there was a whole skit in the Family Guy episode on, like, you know, how big of a plot hole it was. But I'm sure it might have been explained in the expanded universe if you read 6 comics and 3 books. But, like, feck off, I'm not doing that. Jedi Fallen Order. I think Jedi Fallen Order is the best Star Wars game, like, kind of, if you were to look at it objectively. But I think my favourite is either, and I love the original Battlefronts, but I have a lot of fond memories of playing the first or the remake, or like the reboot of Battlefront 1, whenever that came out. Because me and Ado in the chat, you'll soon realise that me and Ado play a lot of games together. But me and Ado played a lot of that game around one Christmas. And, like, it's just really good memories. I know the game isn't, like, the best, but we used to do the hero versus villains mode, and it was just so fun. I absolutely loved that game. Yeah, Lego Star Wars is another one. All the Lego Star Wars games. And I'm hoping Game Explain get a code for Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, because I'll be able to hopefully review it for their channel. Now, it'll be on the Switch, so hopefully it runs okay on the Switch. But I'd be so fucking happy if I could review that game. And then also Star Wars Revenge of the Sith on PlayStation 2 and on DS. They're both great games. The PlayStation 2 one is like, it's like Force Unleashed, but obviously follows the movies. And then it's a game, it was on the Game Boy Advance and the DS. It was my first ever DS game. I was in Florida on holidays, and I went into GameStop, and they had a used original DS. So they had a used original DS, and I bought it with, like, you know, whenever we went to Florida, my mom and dad would be like, alright, we'll give you a couple of $100, this is your budget. So, whatever, like, this is what, like, if you want to buy toys, if you want to buy this, blah, 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 we're giving you $100, like, $200-300 or something, alright, fair enough. And I think it was like $150, and they were like, "Are you sure you want this?" I was like, "Yes." I went in, I bought it, and I got Revenge of the Sith on the 3DS, and it's like a 2D or like a beat 'em up, and it's so fucking good. And I only watched the video from Mr. Matty Plays, him talking about it, and he said it's still great. I haven't played it in years. Are you able to stream it early? No, unfortunately, when it comes to Game Explain content or stuff for Game Explain, I won't be able to stream it early. Any like early stuff, once the game is out, I can do whatever with the content, but any early stuff I'll have to do for them, which obviously, like, you know, completely understandable. Like, they got the code, I didn't. It's for their channel, so like, yeah, I won't be able to do like early content, but I will certainly make a video on it and we'll stream it. Lego Star Wars the best. Just remember that. Are you able to stream? Oh god, Revenge of the Sith on PS2 was so good. Revenge, like, it's so good, and they had a 1v1 like battle mode, like a fighter game, and my friend down the road, we used to just sit in and play it all day. It was so good. I also loved, if anyone's played this game, Star Wars Bounty Hunter on PS2. You can buy it on the PlayStation Store, and that game, you play as Jango Fett, and it's just unbelievable. It's so good. No, you play as Boba Fett. Which one do you play as? Look, I don't remember, but you play as a bounty hunter, and it's so good. Oh, well, it was so good. Django, yes, thank you, Fo. That game is so good. You can buy it on the PlayStation 4. What other Star Wars games did I play? Obviously, Lego Star Wars is great. I've been to Miami, actually, Darius. Not a place to go to bring kids. I was like, I don't know what age I was when I went to Miami. I was like 10. Because we were in Orlando, and then we flew down to Miami to check it out. And it's just like, it's like a party place, like where, you know, teenagers and adults go to drink and party. So it's not a place for kids. Went to the Everglades zone. The Everglades was fun. And I can remember the day I got Mario Kart Wii. My dad and my brother were over in England watching a football match, and I didn't go because back then I wasn't into football. And my mom went over to GameStop and we bought the bundle with Mario Kart Wii and 2 wheels, or maybe that's just how the game came. I'm not sure. And we just played all weekend. It was so good. Is that in Foe? Is that in Bounty Hunter? Because I could never finish Bounty Hunter because I lent it to my mate down the road, who's now my barber, and he scratched it and broke it. So I never got to finish it. But what I played of it, I fucking loved. I think that's all the Star Wars games. Battlefront 2 was good too. What year did you go to Miami? It was either 2008 or 2010, so I was either 10 or I was 12. I can't fully remember. But actually, in Miami, there was a GameStop near our hotel, and I bought Spore on the DS. There's a random fucking memory for you. It was actually a fun game. I really liked it. I had this, like, the world was 3D. I almost had, like, a paper crafted kind of aesthetic, and the character models were all 2D. It was pretty cool. What is going on? What the fuck is going on with this game? This is not running well. This happened a few times when I was playing earlier. So it's not like streaming or... Oh my god, this is bad. Oh my god. That's very bad. What the hell is going on? Okay, I think what I'll do is... What age are you, Darius, if you don't mind me asking? It's alright if you don't want to answer. Oh! Ooh! I need to get rid of some shit here. Not get rid of it, but just mark it all so I can sell it really quick. My favourite Crash Bandicoot game is Crash 3. Just nostalgia reasons. I think Crash 4 is a better game. And then I have a soft spot. Ah, you're 19, 20. Ah, Ryland's 20. I'm 24. I only turned 24 a couple of days ago. A lot of my audience, like, if I look at my analytics, I think my main audience is like 24 to 36 or whatever. Whatever that age bracket is. So we attract the older men and women. We're all cougars. Okay, so I'm going to drop that. Now I want to pick up these. Because this SMG is absolutely fucking useless. What's this like? Rifle? Grenade launcher. Oh, that's pretty cool. And what's this? Burst. Semi-auto. Okay, we'll try this. I think the ice is good against... Ice is good. I'm 24, Darius. 170 item score. Whew, that's nice. Well, happy very belated or extremely early birthday, Ryland. Reload speed. The Fate Maker gains increased fire rate every stack. Fate Weaving. So from what I can see here... Okay, I think I know what sort of build I'm trying to go for here. So Darius, where are you? Where were you born? Like, where are you from? Because I know you said you. I forget if you said you live in Mexico or you're from Mexico, but you just said you lived in Miami. So are you American and you've moved to Mexico, or are you Mexican and has moved to America, or? Ah, feck! I have to go back around now. Have you ever streamed on Twitch? No, I haven't, Darius. The only reason why I don't stream on Twitch is because right now I'm pushing for monetization and streams count towards your watch time. So that's why I'm streaming on YouTube. And also, I'm not sure, I don't have an active following on Twitter. Like, I have a couple of hundred followers, like 200 followers, but like I don't get much engagement on Twitter. So like me not me not streaming on YouTube, like I think it'd be hard to get people over onto Twitch right now. I think once I get to monetization, I might move over to Twitch, because I'm not sure if streaming on YouTube affects with your channel or anything like that. But I'll see. YouTube is just easier because I understand YouTube more than Twitch. I don't understand Twitch. I don't understand streaming full stop. I don't watch streamers. So I don't know what streamers do or how streamers do anything. Yeah.
Look, you're stranded. Here's a nice bridge for you.
I've been waiting for that bridge to pop up. Bloody infrastructure edict finally came through.
Ah, yes, I meant to actually... Ah, cool. My only exposure to New Mexico was Breaking Bad. And it didn't paint a very good picture of New Mexico. So are you fluent in Spanish, Darius? Okay, I think the game is frozen. No, it hasn't. I'm gonna restart the game just to see if that will fix the... Maybe it's like a memory leak issue or something. Why, you were asking to see if Darius spoke Spanish, Ada? No habla. No, I've never done Spanish. I did French in school. My brother lives in Barcelona now and he's learning Spanish. Si hablo español y inglés. That's really cool. I'd love to speak two languages. What's the worst swear word you can say in Spanish? I remember when I went to Mexico, they used to say I think chingata or something. I don't know what that means. That could be something extremely offensive. I think it just means like bitch or like shit. It's kind of like a catch-all. I assume that means you're my favourite streamer. And if that means that, I'm going to assume, do you know what, Darius? I could say that's my, yeah. I'm going to assume that's what it says. So thank you, Darius. Or, gracias. I know a small bit of French. I can partially understand slow French. Oh, I hope I don't get banned. Well, you're not going to get banned by me unless YouTube deliberately ban you somehow. I hope you don't get banned too, Darius, but I don't see how you could get banned. Unless this is all a ploy so I can get you banned. Imagine I set the stream so that it was for kids. I'd literally get instant banned off YouTube. Okay, this actually deals pretty good damage and is very accurate. Ah! Well, doesn't matter how many people you watch, Darius. Once I'm your favourite. But thanks. See, I don't think we really have any curse words in Irish. I don't know Irish, like, the Irish language well enough to know. Like, Pogue Mahone means kiss my ass in Irish. I'm sure most people have seen that on a t-shirt somewhere.
The Queen's Waystones. No way. I've never actually seen one of these before. Are you a fate maker?
And here's a random, I don't know why this popped into my head, but about the Irish language. So, Fire Dove literally translates to black man. But, we live in Ireland, so I'd imagine there probably wasn't a black man in Ireland for God knows how many years, like, probably up until, like, the 1960s or something. You know, I'm sure there was, you know, it was quite a long time before there was a black person in Ireland. So, obviously, they didn't have any use for that word in the Irish language. So, Fire Dove means the devil, so obviously when they needed to change the language, they changed it so that Fire Gurrum, which is blue man, that's what like that's what a black person is called, which is just like, that's just weird. Like a blue person, that's just strange. But there's a random fun fact about the Irish language. Okay, that is a lot of curse words. Oh, Darius, do you know what? Darius, that message has, I can't see that message. It's not coming through. So YouTube obviously has all them words flagged. I don't even have any, like, I've nothing. I've no settings or anything put on my stream, so they obviously, Darius, they just don't want them words. Oh yeah, no, I was only joking, Rylan. My stream actually isn't set for kids, but. Okay, what's my class feat? Spell weaving. Casting a spell or reloading grants the. Okay.
Well, too bad I don't have anything up my sleeve for this.
Blammo! A crow smashes through the gate!
Oh, that damn thing knocked the gate.
So then I'd. Oh, okay, I think I know what way you want to build this class. So I think you'd want close range with quick cooldown and also weapons that have very few bullets, so then you can reload them, get loads of that fate weaving spell shit, and then just absolutely start obliterating enemies. So I think like 2-shot shotguns and stuff is the way to go. No, I guess I'll never know, Darius. For anyone that's watching who's like isn't in the Discord, I have a Discord down below if Discord's your thing. There's a few of us there and we just talk about all sorts of stuff. Mostly just games. So Darius, I led the Fortnite bandwagon, I'd just like to say. I played Fortnite Save the World before Battle Royale was cool, so just putting that out there, me and Aiden did. Played it for a bit, and then we were actually really enjoying it. And then I got like really sick. I don't know what it was, like a throat infection or something, and I was out of action for 2 weeks. Like, I couldn't set out a computer. So then we stopped playing it, and then we just, you know, that was it. We fell off playing it. And then, like, all of a sudden, there was, like, this game that was absolutely taking the internet by storm, and it was Fortnite. And I was like, yeah, well, I played it before it was cool. Just like I played Minecraft before it was cool. So, you know. And Terraria, so. Just putting that out there. I'm a fucking cool guy. Oh, shit. These are all big enemies. I'm not going to be able to survive this. I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, you can use your... Oh, yes! You can use your abilities. Well, I don't... Fortnite, like... One thing I'll say about Fortnite, so around Christmas, me and 3 of my cousins, Ada was one of them, we played Fortnite, like, just over Christmas, because obviously people had free time, and, like, from, like usability and just, like, universalness, like, everybody plays Fortnite, and, like, I was on the PC, Ada was on an Xbox Series S, another one of my cousins was on a PlayStation 5, and the other one was on a PlayStation 5. And we were all playing together with seamless voice chat. And I was like, that's absolutely bonkers. And then, like, it is a well-made game. Like, it's a well-made game, and it is fun. And for a week or two, we were getting into it, and I was learning the mechanics, building, editing, and all that. And it's like, geez, there's a lot to this game. But then eventually, I think, once I stopped, like, playing it, like, consistently, I had no muscle memory for it, and then it was impossible to get back into it. But maybe now that they have the no building thing, I might actually jump in. I might stream it one day. Just for the laugh. Stream the no building one. Because I'm confident in my shooting ability, but not my building ability, so. Like, I think me and Ado played leading up to... Isn't there, like, some skin in it that's, like, really... What, the Skull Trooper or something? And we played during the event where you could get the Skull Trooper, but I don't think we played enough of it. I think that's when we stopped playing. And, yeah, so I don't have the Skull Trooper on my account, unfortunately, but I think the Skull Trooper's worth a fuckload of money. I think at some point, I have a spare mic for Ado, so at some point, I'll be streaming with him. We'll do some co-op games or some online games. I think that would be pretty fun. So what's everyone's favourite, now that we're on to multiplayer games, what's everyone's favourite multiplayer game? My favourite multiplayer game is Rocket League. Shouldn't come as a surprise, I have like 1,000 hours in the game. I think I have like 620 hours on Steam and God knows how much on PC or on PlayStation, Switch, and Xbox, so. Oh, Darius, I'm sure I'm absolutely terrible at Tetris. However, Tetris Effect, Tetris in VR was something I never thought would be good. Oh no, no. I thought the stream froze. But Tetris in VR is absolutely amazing. And it actually made me cry, it's that good. Which Smash Bros is your favourite, Justin? The only Smash Bros I ever gave like enough time, and by enough time I mean I put 15 or 20 hours into it, was Smash Ultimate. And I started to learn all the intricacies of Link. And I was having fun, but then eventually I just fell off it. There's only so much time for getting good at a multiplayer game, and now that I kind of have the taste of what it's like to get good at a multiplayer game, I find it hard to get into other ones because I'm like, oh, I could just put the time into Rocket League and just improve in that better. Tetris 99 is really fun. Yeah, Justin, Subspace, like that's such it's such a shame that the next two that the Smash games after Brawl didn't have it, because Subspace Emissary was so fun. Most hours I've put into Darius is probably... Oh wait, Royal and my favourite multiplayer game, Halo and Left 4 Dead. Yeah, they're good choices. Left 4 Dead's really, really fun. No, any multiplayer game. It doesn't have to be PvP. The game I've put the most time into, realistically, Darius, is probably Minecraft. Just because I've been playing that game on and off since 2010, and probably from like 2010 to like 2014 or 15, I was playing that game pretty much every single day. Like, you'll hear a lot of my story, a lot of my game, like my gaming, like, stories from my childhood are playing games with Aiden, or Ado, and like we would literally, I'd go to his house and we'd sleep over for a week at a time in each other's house, and we'd just play Minecraft or Terraria all day. So maybe like Terraria would be up there, but I think Minecraft would probably just take it. But I put a lot of time into Minecraft. Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I never had Smash Bros. For 3DS, so I wonder, did it play well on it? I can just picture my hands cramping up on that small console, to be honest. Okay, I can see an influx coming in chat there. I just want to fight these enemies here, and we'll get to chat. Oh Lord! Oh, Jesus Christ. Them feckin' blowing up feckin' wyverns, whatever way you want to pronounce them, they're feckin' tough. I need the loot over killing the enemies. Loot is more important. Alright, it's a joke. Maybe Minecraft. Okay, wait, I have to scroll up here. I played Super Smash Bros. Pokemon Diamond, yeah, I know you put a lot of time into that. If you hadn't played that game, I would probably not be into Pokemon right now, so that's a joke. Minecraft. For me, it's Breath of the Wild. I've put over 800 hours in Pokemon White as well. 4,000, oh, 400, alright. Rocket League's up there. It was great in 3DS, underrated like Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus was a great game, Justin, but I'm left-handed, so didn't control very well. The game I think put a lot of time into. Mortal Kombat 8, that's what Rylan said. Or Mortal Kombat 2011. Mortal Kombat's really fun. 8, oh yeah, and that was one save. I played Platinum. Yeah, Platinum I put a lot of time into. And then I put like 35, 40 hours into Brilliant Diamond. Or Brilliant Diamond I had? I don't know. And so far I really like the game. It's just boring. It's more Borderlands like, but with like a few slight twists that kind of keep the formula a bit fresh. Because as I said, at the end of Borderlands 3 I was like, yeah, I think Borderlands 3 probably should have came out about a good like 4 years before it actually came out, because it was getting a bit dated. It's still a great game, like I still really enjoyed it, but it's good that they're like changing up the formula a bit, but keeping like the core, just Borderlands, just run around and kill shit and get loot, but just adding a few little extra twists to it, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I slag, yeah. Remember saying, oh, that's crap. Why are you playing Pokemon? That's for babies and all that. And then you told me, no, it's great. And then I went out and bought Pearl, and then the rest is history. Because I was into the show as a kid, but never the games. I had the games on the Game Boy Color, but I just never got into them. I was probably too young. Anyway, you should try Legends Arceus. It's fun. I have a physical copy, so I can just give you a lend of it if you want it.
Drawbridge to the inner walls has been ready.
Well, it's technically Kira's, but my sister's, but she finished it, so.
We seduced the drawbridge.
Fully stopped. Hey girl, looking fine. Those new counterweights?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. The drawbridge, it digs your flavor, baby.
Works every time.
Skeletons, up ahead!
So while we're on the topic of favorites, then what's everyone's favorite console?
The skeleton who brings me
I think mine is
head gets one of those novelty
the DS.
drumsticks. Even if you can't eat it, they'll club a
I think PS, and then I don't know. I think the DS and probably it's a toss up between the PS2 and PS3, but I probably push for the PS3. Ah, Eric Eagles. That looks, Darius, is that you? That looks, Darius, I think we have a doppelganger in the chat. Or maybe it's you, or maybe it's your brother. How's it going, Eric Eagles? But you're new, so hello. How did you find the channel, first of all? And what games do you like? They're the two questions I ask when new people come in. I need better weapons. Yeah, surely he has to be. Darius was saying he has an older brother, and I was looking, I had to do a double take. I was like, that's Darius, surely. Are you? This is gonna be the biggest, this is gonna be the funniest coincidence ever if you aren't Darius's brother. I'm his twin brother, he invited me over. I can't tell to see it, so I don't know if you're being serious or not. Wii counts as Wii and GameCube, but Switch is killing it. Yeah, I think the Switch will probably go down as the best Nintendo, like my favorite Nintendo console when it's all said and done. But as for my favorite Nintendo console, it's the Wii. Well, my Nintendo home console, it's the Wii. So far. The Switch hasn't finished yet, but like, I mean, it would literally have to release like a game called Hitler is Right or something to not to not fucking finish in my favorite spot for Nintendo consoles. But like I have a feeling that when it's all said and done, the PlayStation 5 is going to overtake the PlayStation 3 or 2 for me because of how good the DualSense is. Obviously, it's great, and also that the standard is now 60 FPS. Like, I've been waiting for that ever since I got. This is fishy. My favorite consoles are Nintendo Switch, original Xbox, PlayStation 3, Nintendo GameCube. They're all very good choices. PlayStation 3 is my favorite out of all of them. I never had a GameCube. My only exposure to the GameCube was when I bought the Wii and found out it was backwards compatible. I went to GameStop and bought a few GameCube games and controllers and stuff. You're actually his twin brother. That's mad. I would have loved, look, you know, Darius, thank you for inviting your brother and welcome Eric. But like that would have been absolutely hilarious if it turns out that he was in no way related to you. I'm 1 minute older. Did you ever hold that over him, Eric? And please tell me, Eric, that your real second name is Eagles, because that's a fucking cool name. That's like a proper, like... That's like... Wait, sorry, you're just gonna... My friend Lee just sent me a message saying a guy in Aldi sounds exactly like Marcus from Borderlands.
It feels like something lost.
So do you ever hold that over him, Eric? Because I would certainly hold that over my brother if I was older than him. Yes, Eric. Is your second name Eagles? Is it really Eagles? Because that is a fucking cool name.
It feels like home.
Maker. You saved us all, Fate Maker. You are the hero of Greathood.
If you're in the chat and you're enjoying the stream, please give it a like. Thank you very much if you haven't already. We're doing really good on likes, so I assume the majority of people have already liked it. So, thank you. I'll probably be streaming till, I would say, about 9:30, which is another hour, I'd say.
As though they anticipated your arrival. And then you hear the clop of perfect hooves upon the cobblestones. They belong to the most goodest, majesticest ruler ever seen by mortal eyes.
Queen Butt Stallion!
Here, wait, Ryland. So, Ryland, actually, I play GameCube. I love the design of the GameCube. It's a really cool looking console. I don't actually think I've ever seen a GameCube in real life. Not really, because he looks older. Yeah, I'm the same. One time me and my brother were going to get passports, and I was under 18 and he was over 18, and you need a different form. And the policeman was like, wait, why don't you have that form? Because he thought I looked older than my brother. Wait, hello Patrick Pigeon. Is this a joke now? So we have Eric Eagles, now we have Patrick Pigeon. Fucking Robert Robin is gonna come in and like fucking, I don't know, give me some other fucking Bob Bluetooth. Hello Patrick Pigeon, how did you find the channel? And what games do you like?
The Sword of Souls!
I was getting to that! Yeah, it's a Sword of Souls. Although, thank you, Valentine, for paying attention to the exposition.
This is brilliant.
Sword of Souls is the coolest weapon in the whole game. Are we really getting that?
I mean, if you complete the quest, yeah.
I'll murder this whole quest and everyone in it. I want that sword.
Intense, but it's in the right spirit. Mostly.
I heard it from another nest.
Her Majesty says that the Sword of Souls is hidden in the Shattergrave Barrow. She will be reaching there personally for you.
Would you say we're being bestowed a huge honor? I've always wanted to be bestowed something.
Girl, you totally.
Oh, Fire Emblem Awakening. That's a game I never got into. I owned it, but never played it. Okay, this is as far as I got on my last save. Yes, Rylan, I do not like uwu. That word creeps me out big time. Heard from another. I think you're a hoot. Thank you. I don't know what the hell is going on here
There.
with all these bird names.
Perhaps you could cross over it. Give it a big thwack. Them's a haiku, baby.
Okay, where's this bridge gonna take me? Can I go? Like, I wonder, do I need a quest to go to these areas? Yes. Yes, no, I do not understand the wheels. Do you know what? Let's fight them. No, I do not love uwu, Ada. Swear to God, this is so funny because in real life I get a lot of bird jokes because I have a slightly more hooked nose than my brother. Well, join the hooked nose gang, Eric. I'll get a zoom. I'll get a close up of my nose now in 2 seconds. I have a little. It's not quite a hook, but I do have a bump. I was always slagged in school for having a big nose. But sure. What can you do? And for anyone who doesn't know, slagged means like mocked, insulted. That was a Braveheart reference there. Who's Patrick Pigeon? Patrick Pigeon, do I know you, like, personally, or are you, like, a complete randomer? I am so confused. I am so confused. Oh, this is gold. Does that mean I get loads of cool loot? Highly effective against armor. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you wait, can you change your name, Ada? Can you change your name in the middle of a stream? Is it actually Ada? Fuck off. I should have known. Oh, I didn't know you could change your name. Oh, look, here's a cheese puff. No, Ado, it is you. Would you stop? It just so happened that once Patrick Pigeon came in. Oh, this is the same. Okay, so the maps are the same. Ado, shut up. Ado, I'll ban you. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That was a very good one, Ado, I'll give you that. That's my pigeon impression. Looks like magic's back on the menu. Hey, no, that was. I'll hand it to you there. That was funny. Yes. Thank you, Eric. Well, I assume that was you. Look at all this loot. Can I break this cheese puff by any chance? No. Shattergrave Barrow.
Spells are up.
But Stallion. Okay, I am going to keep streaming for us for a bit more. I said I would have streamed for another hour, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I already had plans to go to my girlfriend, so I might have to cut this slightly short. I'll be able to do probably about half of this mission, I'd imagine. But I'll be back soon enough, like, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe Sunday with another stream. And maybe this time I'll listen to what they... Do I want to? I should actually probably should have equipped that, should I? can't sell that. Why? Go, butt stallion.
Hey, you little cutie idiots. You're here for the Sword of Souls, aren't you? They put me in here for...
Oh no, my dogs are gonna start barking.
But the joke's on them.
Someone's leaving my house. Yes.
Sword first. Then
You're gonna hear the dogs.
make me his right-hand lady.
Ado, I'm glad you entertained the stream with that joke. That was a very, very. I'll hand you that one. That was very good.
Not like you, cutie idiot. You're a gross fate maker.
I'm streaming.
Deal with that anyway. Being good is dumb and stupid. You should just give up now.
That was my sister calling me.
Stand there like a dumb dummy and listen to me the whole time while the Dragon Lord's armies ravage the
Oh, I have to kill this fecker, do I? No. That's what happens when you don't listen to dialogue, I guess.
That's not gonna work on you, you cutie dummy. I told you I was possessive. And my body sucked anyway.
No, I'm not selling my girlfriend out for streams. Not happening.
Said about me? Not that bad.
Or my sister or my girlfriend, one of the two. What's the next review I'm planning? It's going to be either this or Kirby. More than likely it's going to be Kirby because realistically I'll finish that game first because it's probably only like a 10 minute or 10 minute, a 10-hour platformer. And then definitely this. I think ideally I'd want to give this a bit of time, like literally play it for 30, 40 hours, maybe do 2 playthroughs on different characters and give it like a proper review. That might be a shout. Because when it came to that Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins video, was actually doing really well, and it came out way after the embargo, and so I think I'll stick with that. Kirby, the pink circle thing, yes, the big pink blob that sucks in shit. I've never played a Kirby game before. Obviously I like 3D platformers, so it only came out today. I went to Smith's. Justice for Kirby. Why, Ado, did you vote for Kirby in the poll? God, the melee actually does a good bit of damage. Oh no, my battery's low. Yeah, he's like half English, half Irish with his accent. That's real. Oh, should I be deadlier next? Like, it was terrible, terrible accent. Well, I don't know, maybe. Oh yes, thank you. My sister brought me a donut. What does he say? Magic, Ado. He says magic's back on the menu. I can higher up the game volume if it's too low. Oh, and there's 8 people now. Ten people, Jesus. Wow. Hello, 10 people. This is fucking crazy. It's always when I'm like nearing the end of my stream. Maybe I should stream for more than 2 hours, but I don't know if I can do. I'd say like 3 hours is probably my max. Because then I start to get hungry. It also starts to get very warm too. Because I can't keep my window open. And then wait, you thought that's what Kira brought me? Nutmeg. "12-hour stream, Jesus no." The only way you get, I think the only way I could do 12-hour streams is if I had like all them donations coming in, like all the fucking big YouTubers, because obviously that, you know, if you see that, you're like, oh yeah, keep this coming. But no, I couldn't.
Inside the mausoleum, a chest catches your eye.
I would like to do a charity stream at some point. Oh, nutmeg. Alright. A charity stream would be great. I think I might do one at the end of the year for like Movember or something.
Magic spell.
Ooh, dark magic gives you health-stealing powers.
I'll actually use one of them, I think. Minus 10% spell cooldown. Is that good or is that bad?
Evil, but let's call it morally gray.
Doing a little grave robbing, huh? I knew you weren't completely boring. I'm still gonna beat you to the sword. Let's go get to know each other. Somewhere nice and quiet. Like your grave!
Oh. I know Call Me Kevin does a lot of charity live streams, and he did a class live stream where it was Twitch sings, and I'd fucking love to do it. Where people chose what song he sang, and like, yeah, that'd be so fun. And I can kind of sing. Well, I'm a decent singer, so I won't be destroying your eardrums. Well, for the start at least, until my voice goes hoarse, and then I'll sound shit. Absolutely terrible, but... No. You have to pay me for that, Ada. No. Ada, you know what my singing sounds like. You don't need one.
Bad luck or bad choices. Dead all the same. Impenetrable!
No, if I had a few drinks, I don't really drink, so like literally 1 or 2 drinks and I'm gone. I can't. So if I had 2, I'd be bleeding. No, couldn't. Yeah, there you go. 80 said it right. Can't. But it also means that you don't have to go out and spend loads of money on drink if you do want to get drunk. Plus, are you allowed to be drunk on YouTube? Like, would they not like start fucking banning everything? I was joking saying I'd do a drunk stream for Paddy's Day. But like, it would literally last about an hour because I'd have 2 drinks and then need to go to sleep.
Ready to cast!
What music do I listen to? My favourite artist is Hozier, who's Irish. I also like Frank Sinatra. I like... What else do I like? I like a bit of rap. Mostly just Childish Gambino. I don't really know. I like Bob Marley. I like kind of everything. Like a bit of everything. Trying to think what other artists I listen to. Arctic Monkeys. Red Hot Chili Peppers, who I'm going to see in the summer, which I can't wait for. Yeah, Johnny Cash, Elvis, yes. My favourite artist is Hozier, yes. I'm assuming, are you saying I look like Hozier, or did I say that people think I look like Hozier? Because when I had long hair, people were like, yeah, you look like Hozier, and like the only thing we had was that like, I'm skinny and have long hair.
To bring the arcane pain.
Deep slices. Jeez, I cannot land a headshot on this controller whatsoever. It doesn't help that I'm absolutely sweating because it's so warm. Oh! Thank you for that. But Stallion came in and saved me. What music do you like, Darius, and everybody else? Time to eat my donut. Oh, Eric, jeez, sorry. I just saw the picture. Oh. Sorry, Eric. I just glanced over at the picture. So what music do you like, Eric? Oh, that's cool. Maybe one day I'll get raided. Like, Fo, I don't know if you know much more about Twitch, but like, do people, like, when people get raided, do they actually like get subscribers and like followers and stuff, or is it just like, you know, a few people will follow and then they'll be like, all right, that's the end of it, and then people that had, ooh, and then people that had like came over, like, do they actually stay? It is a sexy looking donut. It's just a normal glazed donut, the best kind of donuts. I know. Rating 8 is when like a streamer with like a, I don't know if they specifically have to have a big audience, but a streamer with like an audience, when they're finished the stream, they're like, oh, let's go raid someone. So they're like, all right, we're gonna end the stream here, everyone go watch this person, and then they all jump in and they start like, oh yeah, whoever sent us, and you know, they start subscribing and shit like that. Okay, I don't like this this melee weapon because it takes way too long. Rob Zombie. I only know Tyler, the Creator. I know Slipknot, but I've never listened to them. I don't really like metal. I know Tyler, the Creator. I've listened to a few of his songs. I haven't really got into him. I think he's someone I would like if I just listened to him, but... And then Rob Zombie, I have no clue what that is. But, like, you'd assume, like, imagine I'm sitting here playing Borderlands here, like, surely, you know, I don't know, who's a big Borderlands streamer? I'm trying to think, like, the old Borderlands content creators I used to watch. Like, what's his name? I don't know if it's pronounced Gotalion or Gotalion. And then, what's it? Admiral Barrow, is that your man? I think they were Borderlands YouTubers. I like Sia. Sia's a very good singer. I don't really know many of her songs except for the ones that she's like Chandelier and Titanium. Titanium's a great song. Yeah, I'm not really into any of that. Oh, there's mimics in this game. And EDM. I'm not really into like any sort of DJ music. Not my sort of. That'd be like the one genre. Like, I'll listen to it, but like, it's the one genre that I like certainly not into.
As the mimic dies, it belches out the tome of fate. You're gonna have to read it aloud on the altar outside.
My old nemesis. Reading? Out loud.
Yeah, it is. I'm really enjoying it, Eric. I don't know if you ever played. If you ever played a Borderlands game before, because they're very fun, especially if you have someone to play them with. Well, so it's called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is it's a spin-off game of the Borderlands series. And if you've never played Borderlands, it's like an action RPG looter shooter. Now, the other games aren't fantasy setting like this. They're like a future, like a sci-fi, like an apocalyptic sci-fi almost, I'd say. And then this is like Tiny Tina is like a character from Borderlands 2, and there's a DLC where she's playing a board game called Bunkers and Badasses, which is basically Dungeons and Dragons but in the Borderlands universe. And then in this game, you are actually, like, the whole game is you're playing Bunkers and Badasses. So that's why she's narrating over it. This spell is pretty cool. Deals quite a lot of damage. Yeah, I think my character is Irish, but not very good. Not a very good accent. Ah, that's cool. Again, I don't understand gifted subs, subscriptions, donations, none of that. I no clue. Okay, there's a bit more enemy variety now, which is good. Ding. I need to get to a fucking shop. I live in, so, Eric, Southern Ireland, I guess, but it's, we call it the Republic. So it's the Republic of Ireland and the North of Ireland. So if you don't want to, obviously I'm not offended, I couldn't care, but if you don't want to offend Irish people, don't say it's Southern Ireland. You call it the Republic. And then Northern Ireland is the 6 counties that are owned by England. So I live in Dublin. The capital city. Yeah, like a few times, Eric, like, if I was in America, you know, waiters or waitresses would be like, wait, is England? Or is like, oh, wait, where he's from, England? It's like, oh, no, never say to an Irish person from England. And then also they'd be like, wait, but are you not owned by England? And then I was like, oh no. You know, you don't want to say that to an Irish person either. I just realised. Can you buy ammo? What do you think about Poland? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on Poland. I've never been. They have some good footballers. Robert Lewandowski. Double spell. Ooh. I don't have a second spell because I just sold them all, so. That's a very Northern Ireland's a very interesting place to go. So it's rare that you meet someone who goes to Northern Ireland over the Republic. Like first, I mean. Ah, it's all good, Alex. I think I'm just gonna finish up this mission and then I'll finish up for the night. But it's all good. Hope you're feeling all right. There's nothing worse than a bad headache. I fucking suffer from migraine, so bad headaches are, well, a migraine ain't just a bad headache, but like, yeah, they're not fun. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of Polish people in Ireland. Jesus, he's a spongy. I understand I'm playing this on the hardest difficulty, but he is a spongy boss. Spongy bosso! Oh, the old Ray William Johnson videos were absolutely brilliant. I wanted the drag scope. No, I cannot land the headshot for the life of me. Yahoo! Oh shit. Sandy bows. Sandy bows. What are the other weird ones? The weird fucking creepy Ronald McDonald ad where he's like sleeping under the woman's bed. You mate and you Johnson. Oh, all them videos were brilliant. Do you watch him on TikTok? No, I don't have TikTok. I used to use it, but I spent too much time on it, so I deleted the app. Just waste so much time scrolling. Yeah. My Royal. Yeah, I wish I could make YouTube videos. Yeah, you can. You can make videos from a PlayStation. I'm not sure if Ryland has a PlayStation 4 though. I know you said you have an Xbox One, but just want to check my messages. 2 seconds. Yeah, back when you couldn't get cancelled. Yeah, I'd say half the shit that Ray William Johnson did videos on, he would somehow get cancelled nowadays. Oh, so the increase. Yeah. Yeah, like Ryland, like you, like, I'm sure there's videos out there, like if you have any smartphone, like how to make YouTube videos on an Android smartphone, and I'm sure there's a way to do it. If you really want it, there is usually a way that you can work around it. Once I finish this mission, this will be the end of the stream. Do Xbox? I don't know. Maybe they do. I'm really not sure. Oh Lord, look at the name of the. Look at the name of the quest. A Hard Day's Night.
She says you'll need to bring the sword to the fountain in the main square. Little double
Hey. It is 12. It is 12 minutes past. It's 9:13 p.m. I'm an early. I go to sleep pretty early as well, so I'm usually kind of like winding down at this point. Yeah. One of them just. I said 0451 somewhere around there. Oh, I have a shift code. I have 2 skeleton keys. Yeah, you don't need any like fancy software to make thumbnails. There's like online thumbnail makers that you can do in a browser as well.
Soul energy swirls through it and out in the city. All the fires are extinguished. The houses get put back together. The crowds are cheering for you.
My favorite car. I have a passing interest in cars. I think I like the look of cars. I like looking at cars. I don't know anything about the actual inner workings of a car. But I don't know. Growing up, my dad had a Subaru Impreza, a 2000 Subaru Impreza, and that car holds a special place in my heart. It was blue. And then I just like anything Japanese, really. Like I'll be learning to drive this year, so I'll be looking to buy my first car, and I'll definitely be buying something Japanese. But like all them sort of Japanese rally cars, I like. I'm trying to think. So I really like the Impreza. I can't really think. My first car I want is a Honda Fit. I think it's called a Honda Jazz in America. I like... Would you have a Supra? I would. There's a Supra not too far from me in a housing estate. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, there's a few of them Japanese cars like Nissan GTRs and like that they're just cool. And anything Japanese, I love Japanese. Like I love Japanese games. I'm into watches. There's my watch. That's my favorite watch. If you can see, it's a Seiko 5. My girlfriend bought it for me. It's a green face. Green's my favorite color. But yeah, just anything Japanese, I just love. Yeah, the Camaros, Camaros and Mustangs are class too, because they're quite rare over here. Well, especially, they don't even sell Camaros over here. Mustangs have only recently started to be sold over here. I love the Honda NSX. Oh, Eric. Do you have any, what watches do you have? The watch that I want, like it's gonna be like the watch I save up for till I'm like 50 is a Grand Seiko. Grand Seiko Snowflake. That's the one. Serious looking watch. It's unbelievable. And then a more achievable, it's not even a dream, well it is a dream watch and it's more achievable. I think they're about €800, is a Seiko Alpinist, the green one, with the brown leather strap. It's unbelievable. Actually, Eric, while you're here, I have a little watch box. I have a few watches. My hands are so sweaty I can't open my fucking wardrobe. Oh my god. I've nothing fancy. I'm not fancy when it comes to watches. So here we go. So here's my second favourite watch. It's a G-Shock. It's called a Casio Rolex Daytona. Yeah, they're lovely. So this is a... I'll put this big. So that's a G-Shock. It's called a Casio because it looks like the AP Royal Oak. It's very nice. They do a metal case one now that looks so slick. And here's like the first proper watch I owned. My girlfriend bought it for my 21st. It's another Seiko. It's a nice chronograph. Needs a new battery. Well, no, here's technically my first watch. It's an old Seiko diver watch. It's nothing fancy, but it's nice. And then I have, here's my dress watch. A Swatch. Because I didn't want to spend much money on a dress watch because I don't wear them that often. Like this is, there's the Swatch. And then here's one I found in a charity shop that is really nice. Another cheap watch, but it's a Timex Explorer. Is that what it's called? No, Timex Expedition. And it lights up. Let's see, can I actually see, it actually has a pretty cool lume. And then, of course, I had to buy this. Just the classic Casio. But yeah, there's my watch collection. Nothing too fancy, but I love watches. And I love to get any opportunity to talk about watches. Do you watch any YouTubers, Eric? Watch YouTubers. Lol. Oh yeah, shit, I was about to start playing the game again, I just realised it's just my face. If I ever do YouTube and get a camera, I'd love... Yeah, a green screen isn't practical for my setup right now, as I literally have enough room for my chair between my desk and my bed. So there's no room. Go to Soda Tavern. What watches do you have, Eric? Oh, I've never heard of CRM Jewelers Hodinky, but I watched Teddy Baldassar. And then my favourite watch YouTuber is the Urban Gentry. Okay, where was I going? Where's this Soda Tavern place? Oh, there it is, okay. Yeah, it's like, it's nothing, like, I think the one thing about, like, you kind of, I always thought watch collectors were, like, quite snobby. But if you watch proper watch collectors like Teddy Baldassar or, like, the Urban Gentry, they're very, like, they're very welcoming, you know? Like, you don't need to go out and spend $4,000 on every watch to have a good watch collection. Like, that collection is literally worth, like, I don't know, maybe €600, like, and you have a nice, maybe 6, 7, maybe 800. And like they've been collected over a couple of years. So you don't need anything fancy. Oh really? Yeah, I'm very interested in the inner workings of a watch. Yeah, well, I highly, Eric, if you just want a nice, like, I think this watch is like, it's €300, so I don't know how much it will cost in Mexico. But like, if you just want a nice, they do this in loads of colours, the Seiko 5. It's an automatic. It's a nice watch. Really comfortable. And it's, yeah. They're just cheap and fun. Well, they're not like extremely cheap, but they're just fun. And there's loads of different colours, so. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong one. Is that the right one? Yeah, there we go. What is this? So that's my claim lost loot thing. Yeah, it does. It looks like a Submariner. I would also, like, well, I think if I was spending that much money, I don't think I'd go out and buy a Submariner, but the green Submariner is lovely. That's changed what my character looks like. Oh, it's not letting me. No, it doesn't want to let me change my appearance. Okay. Yeah, green. I have to have green everything. I love green. Been my favourite colour for my entire life. And it's not because I'm Irish. I just really like green. Don't worry, you can make it. I don't get offended easily, so make whatever joke you want to me. I don't mind. Why can't they change my appearance? What would I suggest for starting back at YouTube? I think the number one thing, Fo, is to literally just say, no matter, like, first figure out, like, what you are willing to put into it. So, if you're like, okay, I can commit to a video every 2 weeks. And don't say anything too ambitious. Like, just say, like, alright, a video every 2 weeks, or whatever you feel comfortable with. Could be a video every week, could be a video every 3 weeks, could be a video every month, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then just stick to that. That's exactly what I did when I started YouTube. I was like, in February 2020, I was like, alright, I'm gonna upload one video every week. And I stuck to it. And then eventually one video turned into 2, which turned into 3. And like, I've been fluctuating how many videos I upload, but like, I always aim, now I'm aiming to get like less content out but have it higher quality. And I like to think that that was shown in my Strangers of Paradise video, because I put more time into editing that video than I did with most other videos. Like, it's nothing fancy, but I mean, I did like the little cuts and, you know, things like that. So just commit to a schedule of whatever you're comfortable with. Well, ultimately, Fo, you need content that you're going to actually be able to do consistently, because if you're doing content that you don't like, you're just going to get burnt out and hate it. I like this hub world. It's nice looking.
That's the good stuff.
Okay, my messenger is fecked. It's not working. Okay, have I sold all my guns? Are AM skills useful for me? I don't think so. Spell weaving. No, they're not. Maybe they are. No, none of them are, so we can just get rid of that then. Are you in school, ladsy? No, I went to university. I have a degree in economics, politics, and law, and I haven't used it. I didn't like college or university, I guess. See, because over here we call everything college. I know in America they split things up, but we just call everything college because it's all just big. Like, there's like, in Dublin, there's 3 big universities. There's Trinity, even though it's called Trinity College, but it's a university. So there's Trinity, which is the famous one, UCD, which is University College Dublin. Then there's DCU, which is Dublin City University, and I went to DCU. So, yeah, I got that, and yeah, I haven't used it. I had a job doing admin for a construction company for a while I finished up my degree. I have yeah, and then I started work for my dad, and then any other work I've done since then has been game explain stuff. And you do not need a degree in economics, politics, and law to be a YouTube reviewer. You don't need a degree, full stop. So I haven't actually properly used it, or used it, full stop. So it's alright, Max.
Station in my yard. I
The game is very fun, Max. I would highly recommend it if you are still watching.
Straight to it. I like you.
Just clear out the field and I'll toss some money your way. Goblins. Ugh.
What jobs can I get for my degree? Well, since it's like a multiple discipline degree, that means that I am not a lawyer. Well, over here, so how it works in Ireland is you have to do some exams. You get certain exemptions in college, depending on what exams you do, and then you have to sit more exams to get entered into the bar to be able to practice, or to do the exams to practice law, and then you have to then do like 4 more years to become a lawyer, which I didn't want to do. Politics I hated. Economics I really liked. I really liked law. I like learning about law, but exams are crap. I hate law exams. They're just so annoying because of all the information you have to learn. I really like economics, but it's very mathsy, and I'm not like the best at maths. If I put my mind to it, I can do maths, but I really have to put my mind to it. So then I just decided, fucking yeah, I'll do the YouTube thing, and so far it's going well. Not full time with my freelance stuff, but it's going good so far. I just have to keep pushing. Like, the thing is, I don't know what it's like in Eric. I don't know. I know you said you're Darius's brother. Well, obviously I don't know where you live. You live with him or whatever. But over here, it's kind of, you go to college to get a degree, and then most places, it really doesn't matter. They're just literally looking. They have graduate jobs, and you could, just because you have a degree, they like that to see that you got to that stage, and then they'll hire you. Like, you could, my brother has a degree in athletic therapy and training, which is basically physiotherapy, and then now he's working for like some finance company just because he had the degree. And like, yeah, so it doesn't really make much difference for most careers. Monterrey, Mexico. Where is that? I went to Cancun on holidays one time.
My plans are ruined.
It has a museum of contemporary art. Oh, there's actually a place in Mexico called Chihuahua. That's very interesting. I know nothing about Mexico. Because when I went to Mexico, I was really young, and we stayed in like a hotel resort. And we barely left it. Like,
Your goblins? Explain yourself, farmer.
I attracted those goblins on purpose. See?
here's a question, Eric. Do you know the way like the way Mexico is portrayed in like the media, like just in movies and stuff? It always, they always said like you always see like Mexico, it's full of crime and all that. Is that true? Like, is there lots of crime in Mexico compared to other places?
Give her these flowers. Would you? Thanks. With any luck, wedding bells will be ringing by sundown.
Now, one thing though, Eric, I love Mexican food. It's probably my favorite cuisine. Just lime and coriander or cilantro. I don't know what you call it. I know Americans call it cilantro, so I assume Mexicans call it cilantro. But just lime and coriander and like guacamole, and ooh, I love it. Absolutely love it. And also, as a vegetarian, like, there's so many beans, black beans and kidney beans and everything, so it's perfect for a vegetarian.
Perhaps when pigs fly, or water flows backwards, or a polka-dotted poetry-reading goblin recites a love poem for me. Good day.
Did I hear that right? A polka-dotted poet goblin? You know, I could do that actually. First, we'll need to
Yeah.
another goblin. Find me
What's do you know what Mexico City is like, Eric?
can smell.
Like, crime-wise? I'm always just curious.
You sure?
I wonder, like, does it get a bad rap?
Way to find out, right?
Because, like, just the way it's portrayed, like, the second you said, oh yeah, I live in this city, I didn't picture a modern city, and it's only because I've no exposure to it. Well, Ryland, part of me wants it to just be a Switch too. They basically just make the Switch. So crime-wise, it's just kind of as bad as they say. Ah, alright. Well, that's good to know. Because I remember when we went to Mexico, they were kind of like saying, like, don't really... We went to Cancun, they said, like, don't really leave the resort. Like, we were... Like, there was a lot of young kids. Like, I was 9, I think, when I went, and like all my cousins were in and around, like, you know, anywhere from say like 6 to 12 or 13. So they said, like, don't really leave the resort and don't go into the city. So we kind of steered clear. So that was like my exposure to like a Mexican city. It was like, oh yeah, it's don't go there, it's scary. But obviously I have no exposure to it. But and sorry, Rylan, I got sidetracked. The whole thing about, I just kind of hope, kind of part of me wants it to just be a Switch too, because I just want a Switch with more power that can run games at 60 FPS. But I would also like to see, like, I think Nintendo are at their best when they're like trying to innovate. Like, if Nintendo just made a Wii U 2 or a Wii 2, then we wouldn't have got the Switch. And if they just made a GameCube 2, then we wouldn't have got the Wii. So, you know, it's a hard like place to be in. These little goblins are cool. Oh shit, he deals a lot of damage. Jeez, these are a lot of enemies. What is this? It's a scroll? Oh no, is this a loincloth? Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, oh yeah, that sounds quite fancy. Oh shit, I'm gonna die here. This weapon's actually really powerful because it heals you as well. I will look it up now in 2 seconds. Oh no, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die for the first time! No! Oh.
Shake it off, big kid.
Yeah, that Fall, that's actually a pretty cool idea. That sounds pretty interesting. It's called San Pedro Monterrey Nuevo Leon. Let's Google that. That's it. Tim Hortons. Oh yeah, geez, that's A lot of fucking shops. Shops everywhere. How do I do Street View? No Google. There we go, Street View. I don't have my computer, I don't have my laptop screen set up. Oh no, nothing's working. Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. Find the stinkiest loincloth. That is fucking disgusting sounding. Skulldugger. I've never used one of them weapons, so we'll give it a go. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, this is like these are like the bandit weapons from Borderlands. Okay, well this weapon does not work with my build. Oh, look at this little fucker. Okay, where's the stinkiest loincloth? That's fucking vile. But dang, ew. Yup, level up. Yeah, there's loads of fucking Yodas around here. No Jedi powers now. Ah, I didn't collect this. These yokes permanently increase your luck, which is really cool. The internet trolls. Kill them! Luckily I haven't really had too many trolls, which is good. I can't fucking grimble the stinky. Come here. Does he have the... Oh no, is he like shitting? Oh, he's projectile shitting himself. This is fucking disgusting. Ew. He's crapping himself. I mean, so would I if someone was chasing me with a gun, but... Oh, I think I like that. I think I like the look of that weapon. Okay, so you want to get rid of that skulldugger. That thing just isn't good for my build whatsoever. This looks pretty cool though. This looks like a Jacob's weapon. Yeah, it is. That is exactly what Darius said. I don't see the Tom Hardy look-alike, but I mean, I'll take it. He's a very good-looking man, so I certainly won't turn it down. That's what Darius said. Apologies. It's a reply to a message. I think when I turn this quest in, I think that's probably time to end the stream. Nearly 3 hours. Wow, this is probably one of my longest streams. I actually think this very well could be my longest stream. But it's been very successful. Loads of chat. Which is what I'm here for. There you go, Flora. No, I haven't thought about being an actor. I was in a few. My friend was making short films for college, and I was in a few of them. There was no real acting in them, but I was in them. That's my only claim to fame, I guess.
Done. Now to attract the goblin. Release the musk showers!
Cartography. My first love.
It worked!
Thanks, Ado, for entertaining the chat with that fucking joke. Thank you, Ado.
Female. Pretty name.
Enjoy your sleep if you can fucking get to sleep.
There were some dyes in the old laboratory. Oh, and just to forewarn you,
Oh, would you feck off? Do I have to?
it's positively chock-a-block with traps. Y'all want to be careful.
Guessing. Very fun. That is what I would rate it. It's Borderlands, so like it's gonna be very hard for a Borderlands game not to be fun for me.
Settled, isn't it? Full and fresh.
I'll just finish this quest off. I thought this quest was finished here, but I assume this is the last bit of this quest. Oh, now this is the weapon I want for this build, definitely. Because it has a fast reload speed. So I can just cast these spells, cast that, and then just keep getting loads of stacks. I can only get 5 stacks of it, though. Oh, no, there's 6. Can I just keep getting stacks?
Give it all.
I want to try to keep these stacks up. Oh, Lord. I won't be able to keep the stacks up. Yeah, the movement's really fluid, Fo. In did you say you played the first Borderlands? Borderlands 1's movement wasn't like super fluid, but Borderlands 1 and 2's movement was very fluid. But Borderlands 3, they upgraded the movement big time, and they carried it over here. Oh, look at this! Black Ops 4 Rylan is what he's talking about. I loved Blackout. Blackout was such a good mode. That was Black Ops 4, wasn't it? Or was that Black Ops 3? No, Black Ops 3 was different. There's just unfortunately no jetpack.
Done, my lord. Return to me, and we'll
Is there a dice over here to pick up or anything?
for love.
Oh no, okay, I see where I am.
I know what you're thinking.
Just pick up all this stuff.
With Alma's unhealthy.
No problem, Rylan.
I have no follow-up. I just know you're thinking it.
Being a thief is great. Way better than being a peasant.
Like, one of the best things about... I know, like, I haven't really given the writing much of a time to like, go, but one of the best things about Borderlands is the writing. Some people find the comedy cringy, but I like it.
Words before reading the hoodsman's axe. And sure, I suppose I did piss my life away toiling in the thievery, but life is a journey, so says I. Stick blossom the...
God, this weapon is so good.
Piss off to the hereafter. Vengeance will be...
Yeah, you can probably already notice this is approaching my bedtime. My energy is just, it's hard to keep up the energy when I'm ready for bed. Like,
Just a dab. And... Oops. Used the whole bottle. Oh well. It worked! She's not so bad looking. Poor guy.
another feckin' thing to grab.
Head to the graveyard of lost bars.
Oh, it's just in here, Grant.
You're heading to a spot where dozens of bards died in a poetry contest. Legends say they're capable of a terrible, mind-destroying dark magic known as...
Thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it. And if you're talking to Darius, tell him I said thank you too.
Bards! Collect their magical tongues. They contain the poetic essence we need.
Well, and also, if you want to come back into the chat at any point during any of my streams, I'll be willing to talk about watches because I love talking about them. I don't know that many people that are into them, so...
I'll take that.
Collect bird tongues. Will these just keep spawning? They wheel that this way. That possibly felt like an exploit of how to gain a lot of XP early, but I could be wrong. God, I love this weapon.
No. I mean, or a goblin. It's not. It's. Don't be judgy. The poetic essence. Yes. Yes. The deed is done. But is our goblin up to the task?
Is this the end of this feckin' quest?
Now I'll just introduce the poetic essence into the water supply. Like so. You there. You're next.
Yeah, the enemies like scale, so
Got anything to say to me?
as you get on in Borderlands games, the enemies just get more health and, you know, there'll be a lot more of them. And then at points, yes. At points, yes, the enemies can get hard. Like, they're definitely not the hardest games in the world. They're more just, like, they're really fun. On co-op, it can get slightly difficult when you have, like, a few people because the number of enemies scale to how many people are in the game. Then it gets really bonkers. But it's, like, just really fun how explosive it is.
Now, what were you saying?
Once I killed a feral cat, I'd do it again if you like that.
Oh, she's a rhymer.
Crazy. You're crazy.
My goblin loins are moist with dew, and my eyes are locked on you.
I have a guitar up on adverts, which is like Craigslist for any Americans out there. And someone just put in a request, an offer, and then they got rid of it. Very sad. Doing any reviews for Game Explain soon? Nothing. I'm like on the cards.
Got a polka-dotted poet goblin for you.
Horology archive. Nothing on the like. There's a few things on the cards, but nothing official yet. There's like a Pokemon-like game coming out. It's an indie Pokemon-like game. Looks really cool. Potentially Skywalker Saga if everything goes good. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe Force Unleashed on the Switch. Like, there's a few games coming out that potentially I'll be able to review. They seem to like me, so.
She works the land, tills the soil.
Horology archive.
Her makes my blood boil. I'll be damned.
Ah.
She did it.
The one with the 70 has 71 subscribers.
Hey, how'd you do this? It must have taken, well, more smarts than I would have.
Force Unleashed, they're remastering the Wii version, which I think is slightly different to the PS3 version, but they're remastering the Wii version to come to the Switch, and it has motion controls built into it. Yeah, I did watch a few YouTubers on TikTok, and a few of them are pretty good.
Stronger than you and twice as good looking. Go brew yourself a love potion. Buy yourself your own goblin.
What? How dare you? Do you know who I
Okay, if they... Oh, what? I can do it. What? How did I do that? How the fuck did I do that?
Bend your ear a moment.
Please tell me this quest is over, because I gotta go.
But the alchemist wasn't right for me. Burnash here sees into my soul. We were meant for one another. And it's all thanks to you, my lord. There's no greater gift than love. But perhaps this will ease your children's heart all the same. My thanks.
Hey, quest is over. What's it going like? Was it good? I think it... No. Okay. That was good. Okay. That's the end of the stream. Oh yeah, there's usually loads of content in Borderlands games. They're usually like 20 to 30 hour long games on their first playthrough, and then, you know, you kind of finish, say if the level cap's 50, you'll finish your first playthrough around like 36 or 40, and then they can do like New Game Plus, which takes you through, and then like the game starts to ramp up in difficulty on New Game Plus and stuff. So there's lots of content, and then they usually have a season pass that's like, you know, the season pass is usually expensive, like a full 50 or 60 quid. But you get usually typically 4 very good content packs. So in my eyes, all the DLC packs for the Borderlands games have been worth it. So, and then also if you buy the Handsome Jack collection, it's Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, with all the DLC and like crazy amount of content. And you said you have it on PS Plus, so great bang for your buck. Especially, as I always say, if you have a few friends to play with, they're even more fun. Even though I play all of them solo, but that's going to be the end of the stream. So I really appreciate everybody. I'll be streaming maybe Sunday, if not Monday or Tuesday. It all depends on what way things are going, but I really appreciate everybody watching. I'm going to end this really quickly, so I'll see you on Sunday or Monday or whatever. I have a video out on Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins if you want to watch that. So, goodbye.